The Outer World 2, épisode 3. Let's go.
Let me check how much I made from licensing my likeness for that promotion. All right, I got nothing.
Ah, pourquoi j'ai pas la caméra là? Caméra. Je me rappelle plus des... Et right back. Tac. 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 Ah voilà. Alors pourquoi ça marche pas? Incroyable. Ok, donc je devais faire quoi là? Journal. Affaire pressante. Ah ouais, c'est à 500 pas d'ici. Et comment je vais là-bas?
Whoa, Val. Watch where you're pointing that shooter of yours. You've been pitching a little unevenly.
Since the fastball incident of '97, Automacs are not permitted to participate in tossball games, leagues, or tournaments.
I mean, your aim's been off. Wouldn't want me or the good commander here catching any strays.
When attempting to capture a stray animal, approach slowly and quietly.
Stray animal. Approach slowly.
Aggressive.
You know what? Forget I said anything. You're doing great.
Crabble doesn't have to be a threat to consume, but eat it before we treat it and you'll end up dead soon. Don't try to make your own crabble repast. Trust me when I say that it'll be your last. So leave for crabble to your favorite ant. It's better once it's passed through her industrial plant. Wild crabble's fine for a lubricant. If you heard you can't eat 'em, yup, it's true you can.
These anti-soldiers seem twitchy to you?
Consume at your own
Might want to
risk.
sneak our way in.
Crabwich, it tastes almost decent. Crabwich, sandwich.
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
You're tuned to Wireless Free Arcadia for merry melodies and prevailing conditions on the
Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Respect the individual. We're providers, liberators, spreading out the galaxy.
You'll find our severance package quite
It's
bare.
never too late to rebrand. Freedom, revel in choice. Auntie's choice.
Okay, back to business. This is for anyone out there who just lost out on a big promotion. Keep your chin up. Next time.
Wireless Free Arcadia presents our top requested marketing melody, Force Rockets by the Herschel Sisters.
Resuming hostilities.
Force rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket. Launch your launch today. When you miss the call for shower, but you want to eat something now, you'll go for lunch with Force rockets. When your tea is getting cream and your winger's out of steam, recharge your tossball crew with Force rockets. Force rockets. Force rockets. Put a rocket in your
Emergency protocols ready.
Under protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows.
Huh. Well, place is not shooting the water anymore.
Against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative inoperative.
Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure I ought to be speaking with you. If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile. Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate.
of rescue soon. You can save the day.
Word to the wise, despite what you might hear, we still consider ourselves part of the Protectorate. Anyone spots an outsider engaging in misdeeds might just open fire.
Depletion of resources and a lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and pleasure.
Here, they're letting anyone who wants to train at the Arbitrage facility.
Paradigm says we're to spend our lives in our predetermined.
And now, a word from our sponsors. The stamen of a typical Arcadian Titan flower, or Colossicus arum, is responsible for dumping several pounds of dander into the local atmosphere each pollination cycle.
The matriarch and sovereign chose Eden, the perfect
Patriarch and scavengers. 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 Scavengers.
so much dust.
Scavengers.
Unless you stockpile Folderol's mollifying demulcent.
This looks like the place. No, I haven't felt this high strung since Horizon Point.
Folderol's mollifying demulcent. And breathe easy once again.
Howdy's that?
Trusted name in exo-anti-allergenics.
Fine, fine. Let us proceed.
Next up, something
Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
Okay.
Zeb, this is the commander I told you about. One in charge of the Horizon Point mission.
Ah, yes. The same commander who nobly ordered you to leave your colleague to perish under rubble. No. I only dealt with the bloody aftermath. So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine. That would depend on what vision you have for Arcadia's future. Everyone seems to think they alone know what's best for this colony.
Look, I'm not just here to gas you over with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Somehow the Vox was launched. Pharaoh and March are dead. The Protectorate are holding the others for interrogation, but a ship is inbound to take them off-world. To the Consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting.
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once!
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart.
I knew something was wrong. What have you gotten yourself into here, Zeb?
That was one of my operatives. I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the moment. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please.
I am. Without question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. I'm certain Niles remembers it. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you, should you be discovered.
Not to worry. This is exactly the sort of thing we're trained to handle.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure you recall.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
He adds, quote, please be mindful of any murderously aggressive personnel on
I'll answer what I can.
not accountable for their actions.
If you must know, it was my sister. A neighbor reported her for some misconduct and she was taken to be refreshed. I never heard what her alleged crime was meant to be. The woman who returned was nigh unrecognizable. The injustice of it rattled me. And once I began to look into what had happened, the more discomfort I felt. Then I met Niles. He told me the truth about other colonies. Made Arcadia feel so small, claustrophobic, repressive. And my smoldering resentments became a full conflagration.
Are you stuck on the ground? Impacted colon got you down. Well, trust Ganty's chemical purge is far better than natural cure.
Stop there. I know what you would ask, but I've done my best to put that unpleasant experience behind me. Please respect my wish to avoid reopening closed wounds. The Crabbles? They keep people away who might otherwise stumble into my operation here. I feel kindly toward them. Ah, of course. Hogarth and his unfortunate charges would be top of mind if you've explored the nearby settlement. I sympathize with the plight of those in Westport. They want nothing to do with me, of course, or anyone outside the Sovereign's grace, which has been to my benefit. I do believe that one day, the truth of the Protector's iniquity will be too obvious to ignore. But for now, not even a crowbar could pry open all those shut eyes.
Fly free.
great idea. Someone's taken around here. Another load of loot. I need to get me back in the spray race. Just didn't account for all these crabbles. Real fly in the old ointment. Could just sit tight, live lean off all these supplies, crabble skedaddle, or maybe open the door and bolt. Seems like a good idea. Nah, it's a great idea.
Engaging hostile life forms.
To wireless-free Arcadia, the best things in sliced breadware. Now, product placement.
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I can hardly express the extent of this tragedy. This cowardly attack. The brainwashed agents of the cold-hearted Protectorate just sent the Vox relay station crashing down upon the town of Fairfield, leveling it. Local loss of civilian life is expected near total. This is one of the worst catastrophes I've witnessed on peaceful citizenry. The Protectorate talk much about their high-minded values and belief in community, but the view's awfully clear right now from our moral high ground. If I could venture a look toward the
En combat là?
expect retribution, swift and terrible. Now, on to other things. This one reminds me of the morning we drove the Protectorate and fair trade.
I'm looking for a meal that doesn't leave me feeling hollow. Don't...
wanna do no cooking, all I wanna do is swallow.
Hey, here's a fancy can. Wow, it's a real beauty.
Let's see what's inside and get back to
Station's gone. I can skip.
Take the heat off, Commander. Just say which. All the tastiest parts. Ears to hocks and rears to tits. Efficient meals means we make more forced worst, oh forced worst. It's not the worst unless it's forced worst. Forced worst, oh forced worst. Grab a can today.
Back again. Thought we were done for now.
No cold.
Break as many fingers as pleases you. Still won't change my tune. Wait. Who are you? I'm certain I haven't seen you before. I remember all my oppressors.
We're not Protectorate. We're your ticket out of this hot box. Esculepe sent us.
Esculepe? Zeb sent you? Wait, you're Niles, aren't you? Count on Zeb to go as far as raising the dead to help. But it's too late.
Slow roasting some fancy woolly cow fillet mignon? No, sir.
I gather you haven't noticed the bodies in the pen here.
The others don't look like they suffered easy deaths. What happened?
Void-damned Protectorate brutality, that's what. The Consul sent a sentinel to conduct a preliminary interrogation. But it was more like exploratory surgery. She tortured us for information. The others didn't survive her enthusiasm for the work. I'm only here because the Consul wants someone brought back to him, alive. Lucky me. Thanks. Can't take all the credit, though. The Sentinel seemed spent by the time she got to me. Wore herself out on the others, I guess. Quick, though. Before I forget or we're interrupted, I memorized the cipher. It's 02519W. Should help Zeb decode the intelligence we sent him a whole lot faster. Please don't think me ungrateful for your efforts, but I'm not going anywhere.
If you're too hurt to walk, I'm sure the commander and I could...
No, it's not that. I need the Sentinel to take me onto that transport. I want her to think she's won. And then, just as we leave orbit, I'm going to blow her pretty ship to pieces. I'm no martyr. If there was another way to protect Zebulon and our cell, I'd take it. But if I escape, the Protectorate will pursue me, and everyone I care about will be in danger. I'll make it look like an accident. Mechanical failure. When I was being tortured, I saw some frayed wires near the fuel system. With the right spark, I think I can ignite it.
Crab witch, a sandwich made from crab will make some mighty fine treat. Crab witch, the sandwich you want.
I have my doubts. Even if she managed to spark a few wires, that ship's bound to have a fire suppression system. It would kick in if there was any real ignition.
What do you propose, then?
Not blowing yourself up, for starters.
You know how relentless the Protectorate is. But if I die, that's the end of it. The Consul will turn his attention elsewhere, and our cause can continue in the shadows. Please, if you can help me sabotage the transport, then help me. We don't have much time.
Might be I could sabotage the transport from the outside. Make it look like negligent maintenance. What do you think, Commander?
The others paid with their blood to protect the cause. How can I be unwilling to do the same? But it might prevent more of my friends from suffering the same fate.
I wouldn't say that around the Order, but the Commander's right. Future's always in flux.
All right. I'm going to trust you on this, if only because I don't feel my head screwed on quite right at the moment. I just hope you're not wrong. No point in remaining here then, is there? Especially since you've already gone to the trouble of unlocking the gate. Tell Zeb I'll rendezvous with him later, somewhere safe. One last request. Don't damage the transport. A lone escapee is already insult, but a Sentinel killed, her transport destroyed. The Protectorate won't ignore such outright injury. Anyway, thank you again. Look after yourselves.
I know what Audra said, but what if she's wrong? I can't help thinking we shouldn't leave without bloodying the Protectorate's nose first. Yeah, you're probably right. Tempting as it is, best not to chance it. Let's get back to Zeb. He still needs a cipher, and he'll want to hear about what happened with Audra.
Crabble doesn't have to be a threat to consume. But eat it before we treat it and you'll end up dead soon. Don't try to make your own crabble repass. Trust me when I say that it'll be your last. So leave first crabble to your favorite aunt. It's better once it's passed through her industrial plant. Wild crabble's fine for a lubricant. If you heard you can't eat 'em, yup, it's true you can't. Crab witch, consume at your own risk. Crab witch, it takes
Almost missed the routine certitude of my assigned profession.
You enter the requiem locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficiency in defense
At the junction of opportunity and runaway gumption, you'll hear wireless-free Arcadia.
You've returned, but where are the others?
We pulled Audra out before she got herself blown up for the cause, but we were too late to save the others. A Sentinel worked them over real bad. I'm sorry, Zeb.
Damn the Protectorate! I'm certain you did all you could. And I'm especially grateful you were able to rescue Audra. I'd be at sea without her. And what of the cipher? Thank you. I was beginning to fear I'd have to decipher this intelligence the hard way. Perhaps I was mistaken about your commitment to making amends, Niles. Thank you for being true.
Can't fault you for having doubts. But I have changed. I am changing.
I hope you'll both forgive me my earlier disposition. I'm not normally so surly. I'm pleased Niles has found such a supportive friend and ally. That's a rare thing in this colony. I haven't much to reward you with, but take this. It's something I had started on for Niles long ago. Hopefully it fits. This information came at a steep price, but I'll put it to good use. Expect to hear from me should our cause require further assistance from the Earth Director at best.
Dress for the job you have, Ruff. And just to show there's no position too microscopic for Auntie's management, I'd like to highlight Assistant Waste Disposal Officer Potter Flanderbilt for a job not well done. The only airlocks fit for trash disposal are those far from my office. Nothing ruins a view like a constellation of Sistybits bags. Now you're the assistant to the assistant. And that's enough negative reinforcement for now. Until next time, everybody do your jobs like your CEO is watching over your shoulder. Because I probably am.
Golden Rage. Ok, donc faut que j'utilise l'astronavigateur, donc c'est-à-dire faut que je remonte dans le vaisseau.
On to other things. I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
Tough day that you wanna forget. Wake the next morning, not a trace of regret when you drink purple berry tequila. Make the most of what you earn. Take a ride on that purple worm when you drink purple berry tequila.
Planète Dorado. Oh. Incroyable. On n'a pas le droit de sortir. Golden Rage. يا الرحمن يا الرحيم الحمد لله يا رب العالمين الرحمن يا الرحيم مالك يوم الدين 143. Ah, c'est stylé là-bas. Descends comment là?
Notice. The following points of interest have been identified. Matriarch's Mercy, Alexandra Monastery, the statue of the
Je saute direct ou quoi là? Wow.
Please consult with Earth Directorate HQ.
Ouais, c'est la guerre là.
To search and rescue.
Broadcasting only the most profitable news, music, and honest product endorsements. This is Wireless Free Arcadia.
Attention passenger. You are running 21,027.5 hours late for your tram. Please be mindful of your departure in the future.
Quoi ça? Anomalie de faille.
Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity to your nearest station warden.
Bread off your plate. Tut tut. No, nothing could be farther.
The plan can wait. Our lines will not. Good subjects arrive 15 minutes early to avoid missing their tram.
Purpose. We say that's a fancy way of stating.
Please mind the gaps. All of them.
They say you're part of a community. We say you're just part of the herd. At Auntie's Choice, we respect the individual. We're providers, liberators, spreading free trade and self-betterment throughout the galaxy. As the head of our corporation, I'm here to tell you personally.
Ah ouais, la gare elle a été éclatée là.
And start anew. Join us. Embrace freedom. Revel in choice. Auntie's Choice.
And now, back to it. This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly through talent or guile.
Stranger, the order bids you welcome, but also warnings. In light of the recent attack on Auntie's Choice, you may want to make haste to Matriarch's Mercy. It's just down the road here. I can't rightly say, and that is rather concerning in its own right. It seems our temporary ceasefire with the corporatists may be at its end. Yes, this was an active war zone until recently, and now seems like it may be so again. I'm not quite certain why the attack was launched, but that is not under my purview. I'd surmise that when Auntie's Choice realized they couldn't get through our defensive measures, they wisely chose the path of diplomacy. Seems I was mistaken. They must have done something to provoke an attack, which is why your safest path now is the one that leads to Matriarch's Mercy. The Order controls everything south of this point, but the rest is beset with various dangers. Zealots, scavengers, creatures, and corporatists. Well, not certain about that last one anymore after the attack. Cultists, mad to the last one. I believe they worship the rifts or some such. People will turn to anything to ease their discomfort during times of crisis, I suppose. They're both unstable and violent. Auntie's forces call them scrappers, and uses them for just that, gathering scrap materials. Excessive abuse of stimulants has made them severely unbalanced and prone to violence. They've also been known to pose as refugees, to lure their victims into ambushes. There are several camps of them northwest of here. I'd strongly advise keeping your distance. The creatures are of the genus Verachnid.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
All your endeavors.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Vous avez découvert matriarche.
Allowing anyone into Matriarch's mercy unprocessed will upset the precarious ratio of refugees to aid. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations.
Je ne suis pas un réfugié, je suis ici pour que... Je sais même pas quoi répondre en vrai.
I seem to recollect one matching your description set for arrival. Pardon my slowing your ingress. It has been rather hectic of late. Welcome to Matriarch's Mercy. Rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid the exclusion zone. Our seer has predicted non-specific imminent danger. Can't say I didn't warn you. You need anything, talk to Seer Wiley. He's in the lift building, straight through the settlement.
Okay.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish. Between the invaders,
Incroyable.
there's no putting this rat back into the can.
Wanted.
Sun is looking pretty good right about now.
Wasteland, devoid of life.
I haven't seen this many folks crammed together since recalled libations night at the thruster.
Cause the schism? Apologies, outsider. As a vicar, I am usually tasked with guiding non-order lay people, such as yourself. Lately, the abbot has tasked me with the education of the refugees in our care. You are, of course, free to stay to be enlightened by my lecture, but I don't need an abacus to predict your path lies elsewhere. Well, if it's in the displaced's best interests, I imagine I can find a moment.
Reason wireless-free Arcadia exists. Advertising. Your co-worker rivals get sleepy after consuming a full midday meal.
Yes, I reckon I do have my ear to the grimy dirt floor of Matriarch's Mercy. I hear what common lay people are saying, and the wide array of bodily noises they make. Suppose I, more than any other member of the Order here, connect with non-scienticians. I've begun daily lectures, including practical advice on efficiently planning their days. I frequently launch into extended orations on everyone's favorite topic, math, and meticulously expatiate on our sex origins in the most rigorously pedantic detail.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Oh dear, I got ahead of myself, didn't I? That's an occupational hazard around here. As I'm sure you've read in recent dissertations doing the rounds, education has proven to have a 13.7% increase in overall quality of life. I am single-handedly making a difference here. With constructive pointers on efficient scheduling, lessons on order history, plus some mathematics for a little added razzle-dazzle.
Bloody flux. Decrepitude. Night terrors. Mania. Day terror.
If you've enjoyed my peroration, make sure to tune into the Ask a Vicar segment on Grand Plan Wireless for more expounding declamations.
You're gonna be unconscious via any means. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill and sleep. One more interlude, additional ailments include
Chronic itch.
By the law.
Inflammation.
It's you. Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am in desperate need of your help.
Days. Scrumpox.
Since you aren't a refugee, I hope you understand that I cannot offer my goods free of charge. But my prices are fair.
One more thing. Insomnia.
Thank the architect. I knew you'd be back. Well, really, it was the seer that knew, but it is always nice to have his predictions confirmed. Where to begin? There are so many sick and wounded in Matriarch's mercy, and I have but 2 imperfect hands. I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really need are specialists, and the seer predicted an outsider would find them. My thanks, stranger. Probability is on our side. The seer gave me a datapad with explicit instructions that I not read it, for my intervention could only throw probability into disarray. Now, take the datapad, with my thanks. How can I be of service? As a doctor, I'm appalled. We don't have enough beds or private quarters to separate people, so sickness is blazing an unhappy trail through the refugees. Of course, the Order keeps us well supplied with meds, but things will get worse as long as we're overcrowded. Yes, I can treat sickness as it arises. It would be leagues better to prevent it entirely. That means space to spread out.
That goes out to the dedicated employees of the Aggressive Acquisitions Department. Lost speed to all you brave soldiers fighting on behalf of individual freedom and personal responsibility.
Since you asked, you can run this medicine to Horst Landing.
If not thematically.
Just don't shake the man's hand. He has a habit of coughing into his palm when he covers it at all.
I'm yearning and yearning every last bit of my way, every last bit that I'm paid, every last bit that I save is intended for you. Although the cost may be high, one day I know you'll be mine. Someday perhaps I'll own 2. For now I'll take one that's brand new, 'cause I'm yearning and yearning for you. cost may be high. One day, I know you'll be mine.
You're right. The universe does not orient itself toward fair.
I have too much on my mind for idle numerical chit-chat.
Ah, you must be, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Reach. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability? Sensible. Straight to business, then. The presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, pursuant to our normal standards of compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Reach?
Following the cravenly untoward attack on Outpost Opportunity, Herbert Feld from the Department of Mock Civility and Tactical
Victor? Oh, yes, Archivist Clemens. Quite the mind. Such encyclopedic knowledge of engineering. One could almost mistake him for an exemplar. Is he in some kind of trouble?
Corporate Accord. Under paragraph 79 of Declarably Deplorable Methods and Means, it clearly notes throwing fuel at each other to be tacky.
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse.
Teeth gnashing. Local Order of the Ascendant representatives claim no responsibility and insist they are.
And that may well be true. But our standard of proof within the Order is not normally met by hearsay alone. Victor's currently supervising highly experimental research at one of our labs to the northwest, the Enray Range, beyond the invaders' front lines. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it. That path is less than safe, so I advise caution.
Attempting to summarize, maintain current levels of foam spect outrage. Don't shoot anyone yet. That's an order.
What business is it of yours?
Let's not be unfriendly. The agent's only curious. Obviously, Victor's work has something to do with N-rays, but beyond that, I haven't a clue. More of that pesky compartmentalization, I'm afraid. Besides the highly caustic Zeranium River and the Mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists in the area. It does make me wonder why Victor decided to stay. Indeed. They began showing up with their inane theories prior to the invasion. The first sign of dysfunction in the Protectorate. Always starts small, doesn't it? Loath as I am to admit it, there may be some merit to your worries over a conspiracy within the Order, whether Victor is involved or not. As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation. No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Anti's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities, the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst.
Quelqu'un qui soulève des meubles. Hein.
Both of us to root them out.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an internal review of our ranks not be more appropriate?
Tadadun, dun, 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 tadadun, dun, 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 tadadun, dun, 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 dun.
We've got an improved outlook, a revolutionary corporate guidebook with a fresh new can't lose surefire sales pitch.
Choosing
Le 1.
levity at a moment like this is only further evidence of your lack of good judgment.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend. But the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. It's best we trust her calculations. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. I can't overstate my fears concerning this most recent attack ending the ceasefire and reigniting the war in Golden Ridge. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence. But if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace.
Time for one more lesson, so I shot her one last question. I said, but I worry about reprisals when dealing with my rivals. Suppose I can't outdo or outthink the vast herds. She said,
If all else fails, kill the bastards.
I knew I could rely upon you. Ruth wouldn't have sent you otherwise. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile. We can compare notes once you've returned with your findings.
Salutations, Arcadia. Anti-Cleo.
Illuminating the path to true erudition is an abbot's moral duty. Whatever I can tell you, I will.
Fed a lot of hooey about all of us.
A calling for those with a greater than average talent for mathematics and computation, particularly in the field of predictive analysis.
Intent on stealing the very bread off your plate. Tut-tut! No! Nothing could be farther from the truth.
Yes.
Seer Wiley is being too modest about his contributions. Many in the Order rely on seers for their indispensable counsel. I myself would be lost without mine.
They say you're part of a community. We say you're just part of the herd. At Auntie's choice, we respect the individual.
not half as much as we value our benevolent overlord. Ain't that right, Val?
Error. Unable to interpret query due to unidentified actor. Benevolent overlord. Defaulting to agreement. Yes, Agent Ibarra. Your assessment is correct.
No, it's not like that at all. Our bond is an equitable partnership built upon a foundation of mutual respect and dedication to the plan. In fact, what would you put our combined efficacy rate at these days, Wiley?
I won't trouble our good agent here with the exact calculation, but the percentage is considerable.
I dread the day your immeasurable talent finally propels you into the upper echelons. Truly, Landon, the Order doesn't realize what it has in you. That is a statue of the matriarch, Alexandra Varick, Arcadia's founder and for whom the monastery was named after. Regrettably, Alexandra Monastery is closed to non-Order members at the moment, given recent troubles. But perhaps Seer Wiley can give us an estimation of its reopening.
Oh, certainly. According to my calculations, the monastery will be accessible to certain members of the public shortly.
Haha, good news indeed. Oh, you really must visit. The observatory is a true sight to behold.
Ok, let's go. Je suis censé aller où là? Ah ouais, là-bas.
You have an abundance of valid options for your next mission destination, Commander. N-ray range.
Da, da, da.
Ready, wasted. On your command.
VP of Xenobiological Exploitation. For the past fiscal year, I've been on a profit safari across the Arcadia system, helping everyone from lower management to members of the board tap into each planet's zoological equity.
Each planet.
I focus on a different species to tell you the risks. Watch out for its tusks! The rewards. Now this is top shelf mantipillar secretion, and what each animal brings to the table. Auntie Cleo says the universe is full of things that want to kill you, but what doesn't kill you boosts your net worth. This is Big Game. Brought to you by
Aussi Keblo.
Immunosol, the right multi-spectrum antibiotics for wildlife interactions gone wrong. I'm freezing my assets off on Cloister, a law-forsaken snowball.
And re-emit some based on its temperature and composition. Stellar composition determines what packets of light will be emitted, while stellar temperature determines the frequency of light and hence what portion of the
Raw and sedating aftertaste sends impure thoughts up in smoke. Security got 'em cigarettes because smoking is not thought-provoking. Well, that was thoroughly enriching. Let's continue. Another beauteous melody granted by the grace of the sovereign.
Finally, some help. We desperately need aid. Desperately. My family and I, we was making our way to the mercy camp for us refugees. We were set upon. My wife, my son were injured. Can't move them by myself. I had to leave them just past this tunnel so as I could go for help. But being alone is even more riskier. The Varachnids, I chased them off, but they'll be back. Please help us. Ain't nothing I can do for them, but you got weapon and medicines and can get us to the camp. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this way. This way.
Guns cocked and loaded. They owe me 5 stamps.
vigorously rooting out malcontents and Auntie's Choice sympathizers. Next up, music to invigorate your mind, so you can serve the greater good at a brisk pace, with a true adherence zeal.
Here at the end of it all, it was worth it. No hesitation, no indecision. Taking my final breath in the name of it. My sacrifice for the matriarch's vision. Embracing mortality tests my morality. Sure, the paradigm's planned without cause. It's an honor and a gift, what I'd wish for all who live. It's a privilege to die for the cause. And when I soon slip away, I'll be peaceful. Thoughts of my neighbors safe at home grinning. Will remember how I reported them tirelessly through to my last days and from the beginning. Knowing my heart, my brain, and consistency. Serve the paradigm's plan without voice. It's an honor and a gift, what I wish for all who live. It's a privilege to die for the cause. Finally, I fulfilled my purpose in life, a glorious death.
Someone there? Yes?
Blown up by a
Is the
mine.
missive not playing or was it garbled in some way?
Among many
Are you
ways
somehow
to die.
struggling with coherence?
Electroshock,
If so,
plasma smelter,
to be clear,
Sirenium
Uranium
gas,
Manufactory 7
melted,
presently and
minced,
for an indeterminate
cubed,
time is in
irradiated,
lockdown.
blunt
That means
force
no
trauma,
external
decapitated.
transmissions, no visitors.
List of life-giving opportunities goes on and on. Oh, nearly forgot. Eaten by enemy raptor dawn. And my heart, it beats till it slows. But I know every breath and every
you have a
smile,
writ from the
every
attic.
step in
Oh, we don't
every
have any names of-
mile
Yes, they said they had it.
contributed to
Yes,
something
yes, sir.
beautiful.
This is Factor Maytag here. Am I to understand you have orders from the attic? Quite convenient for you. I have no way of verifying without allowing you entry.
It's an honor and a gift. What I wish for all who live. It's a privilege to die for
Yes, right over here. You're not getting down. So, the abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with all manner of emergencies, did he? Interesting timing. May I see it then? The writ?
Good fortune. Our beneficent sovereign has chosen this well-timed moment for another golden bestowment.
My devoted subjects, hear me as I pontificate on the topic of
All right. I suppose we must solve each calculation with the numbers at our disposal. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I will unlock the elevator so you can speak with Proctor Svoboda below. I'll send word you're en route. But fair warning, I cannot predict what reception you will receive. I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, I'll be along straight away.
A plenitude of natural resources.
The recent attack may have originated from this facility, but I assure you it was not at our hand. We have no desire to resume open warfare with Auntie's Choice. One of our transport pods, filled with Zeranium, was diverted toward, or more specifically at, their location.
My wary little mind start to wander.
Though functionally correct, I assure you. The transport pods are fired into space, where they are collected for redistribution. To date, no one has ever misused them for this purpose. despite the explosive nature of the material. Fortunately, we have potentially identified the culprit, and we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below, which would be a good thing if they had not, somehow seized control of the manufactory operations.
I have seen my friends and my family addresses, so I knew that there was no reason to stress it. Process can remove that crinkle, feelings that can cause a wrinkle. What I know now, those thinkable thoughts have to go. with
Our
the
suspect,
quick
one Initiate Alva, previously supervised launch controls. Though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. A move not likely to allay anyone's suspicions.
The weight is better felt by one assigned to
Both of them? Well, one can hardly argue against thoroughness. I admit I'm to a reasonable degree pleased you are on hand to corroborate current suppositions. May your query yield favorable results.
Since that day, my thoughts have never been the danger.
It evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zeranium. Blue outpost opportunity to naught but tinges and flinders. Wait, so
The sadness that was what inside me.
Initiate Alpha, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately. Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this. You have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast? I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something? I demand your unconditional surrender and...
Next, a small sampling of Protectorate Abundance. Every cog requires routine lubrication. Stave off wear and tear with your regular allotment of Moderation Vodka. It's the perfect libation to imbibe in celebration of daily service done well. Moderation Vodka.
Took over.
Seal. Such perfect products, the envy of our rivals. But let's not gloat. Another song in an expertly curated playlist, picked out explicitly for you, the Sovereign's Chosen.
I'm not clear to speak with random factors.
Ah, yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, I'd have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party. Oh, no, I wouldn't frame it quite like that, of course. It's less what happened than who happened. Initiate Alva, that is. A low-level subordinate, assigned here years ago. Her role was to launch transport pods of volatile uranium to collection points in space. Not at the outposts of our rivals. Those poor, short-sighted commercialists. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about. Within a beat of us hearing of the attack, Alva seized command of the system and locked herself in the control center. She then forcefully repelled several attempts to extricate her. 2 are dead already. Poor Jacobs lost a hand trying to pry free the outer doors. Why, she could destroy this entire place at any moment from in there. I implore you to stop her before she does so. I fear violence may be our only recourse. Whatever for. We've already established her guilt. Failed to see the use, frankly. I suppose some limited nosing about before dispatching her wouldn't hurt. Presuming she doesn't kill us all in the meantime. I'll be in my office. Let me know once she's no longer a problem. We're still in lockdown, so I take it you haven't shot the traitor yet. Failed to see the point, but if you must...
Now, this is important. Would you describe the Varachnids' glycerin as slavery when it attacked? How much viscous fluid would you estimate was involved?
I don't know anything about the fluid's volume. Thing attacked. I shot it. There's goo all over the spot it immersed. There's attacked me.
Of course she's hiding something. You think those two exemplars just fell wrong?
Factor said head
They're
on
hardly
in.
prone to involuntary self-injury.
Oh, hello. A visitor. Who? And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire. Oh, no, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes? Like Commander Zane and that rascal Buddy. And who is that you brought with you? A friend. Another Earth Directorate agent, I see. Seems sad.
Is she talking about me?
Oh my! That Earth Directorate support mech is a design classic. All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding.
Knowing these contraptions are under our complete control, keeping our bellies full. None have been commandeered by desperate rapscallions.
Oh, believe you me, I'd like to know that more than anyone. I am thoroughly unaware how anyone would think me capable of all this.
Under the explicit direction of the sovereign, and as such, reflects his excessively high standards.
Suppose that's an apt description. For years I've conducted the launching of transport pods here. Push this button then that one the next. I am a simple, unremarkable factotum, an everyday order initiate, well at ease in her small role within the plan. It's all a mistake, compounded by hearsay, miscommunication, and faulty conclusions. I'll tell you exactly what happened. Our transport pod leveled outpost opportunity. I immediately realized someone must have bypassed my terminal. I initiated a lockdown to block further tampering. Had I not, additional attacks may have continued. Now, despite a long record of dedicated service, who's being blamed for this calamity? Me, somehow. Dear me, I wish I did, but... Actually, there may be a way you could gain answers here. The firing record should contain all relevant details regarding the launch. Why, yes, I could unseal access to the records repository for you, and open the path leading there. I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of. Certainly, of course. If you help me uncover who's responsible, I will gladly open this door. Appreciate your help, dear. Please return when you have found something. May the plan favor us against long odds.
If you see a person sleeping at their station, reporting them will only help improve their dedication. If you see a person with questions much too deep, go and
Investigator?
tell them while they are peacefully asleep. Celebrate the good one. Turn in those who stole. It should be a no simple thing to do. Be the merry one who makes the celebrate the submissive. Stick to their routine. It should be a no simple thing to do. Turn in your relatives, your friends, your peers, and more. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for.
This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. Social guidance and approved messaging, punctuated by acceptable music.
My dear neighbors, if I have one wish, it would be for our sovereign to bestow his wisdom at this very moment. And lo, my wish comes true. Time for another golden bestow.
Patrol's back, I hear.
Cherish
Don't see Auntie's being too dissuaded by
this
that.
opportunity to celebrate a fellow who does not get the attention he so justly deserves. You know him as Consul Emery Thoreau, trusted counselor to myself.
Hello, I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here while you were away. Understand you've met?
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of Auntie's choice reprisal clouded my thoughts at the time.
My dear subjects require firmer guidance to stay aligned with the paradigm. But I know you are
Troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here, and I have deemed it wise to investigate further. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis based on evidence. The Proctor's accusation is no different.
Tapping and your mind meditating on the perfection of Protectorate society.
I appreciate even your hesitant support. Now, I believe you had an update for Initiate Alva.
You've examined the launch records, yes? What did you find? I suppose the data wipe was meant to cover their trail. The physical records would have been altered, dear, presumably by some difficult-to-discern chemical means. Ah, but listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched too many Aetherwave serials. Suppose they fuel my fervent imagination. But still, even the most junior scientician knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. Someone overrode them. Someone may be pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like you say, isn't it? Now, what you uncovered appears to imply two further avenues of inquiry. A Zeranium leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine it may have been used as a diversion, allowing the culprit time to falsify the record. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look. Don't you think?
I can speak to the coordinate override, I believe. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to accomplish what you're suggesting, they would likely look to do it there.
I expect the Zeranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics. I'd look for any signs of tampering that may point to the culprit.
Gather around the receiver with your neighbors. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless, your trusted source for wholesome melodies and inspiring reports on
Oh, I'm full of hidden depths, dear, but this isn't the time. Later, I promise. Anything you want to know, from my first science crush to my scientician aptitude test scores.
Robustness
There, I've unsealed both areas. With hope, what you discover will help us determine the responsible party.
I'll stay here and play for more time. If the Proctor sends anyone, I'll say I'm close to convincing you to surrender.
Bludgeoning drills. Neighbor up and stand head to head. Pitchball sticks held in the standard death tender grip. Ready, set, bludgeon. Classic sticking combinations. Knee, knee, groin, knee. Face, 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 groin. Earlobes, earlobes. Put some sting in your swing. Don't stop until you drop and or hear something pop. Build that resistance to blunt force trauma. For the matriarch, commit to this regimen, and you might wind up as starting hacker for the protectors of piety. The
Proctor Svoboda seeks retribution. This unit is capable of complying.
Marvels.
Commit to this regimen, and you might wind up as starting hacker for the Matriarch's Marvels, the best team in the system. Until the next session, fellows, stay clear of the penalty bucket.
Well, that, as they say, is that. What's next? More
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Annihilation of portentous
Finally, a favorable happenstance. After I became stuck in here, those organisms appeared, all hungry-eyed and slavering profusely. The door jammed. Not sure how. Worked perfectly acceptably earlier. Lockdown and my clumsy fumbling triggered a precautionary security setting. I can't reset it from here, and I'm not particularly enamored of being closed in. Depends on your level of moxie and know-how, I suspect. Let me think. You could try jimmying the door open if you have engineering expertise. Or, I don't know, engage in a routine advanced physical regime. Otherwise, the safety reset is in a wall panel around the corner. Though that seems a bit boring for a dynamic sort like you.
And the first sovereign before him, with Rome in my heart for the Matriarch.
Of course, apologies. I extrapolate solutions when I'm nervous.
I trust, I breathe for my neighbors. I aim, I watch in his name. I know I am right. He's our shining light. The sovereign deserves all your love. Love him and he will love you.
Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your debt. Anything you need? Anything I, a lowly archivist, can provide you, a heroic individual who is handy with doors? Of course. I am now able to breathe easy and respond freely. Strange question, but yes, all commands pass through the hub here. Through that wiring underneath that open floor panel in the back of the room, actually. Well, in my professional opinion, looks like someone rerouted some commands from operations. Not sure which ones. Based on the sloppy state it was left in, I'd say they either barely knew what they were doing or were in a rush, or both. I was in my cot doing advanced equations. After the explosion occurred, I rushed here to check my terminal. The door was creaky to open. I should have known it would lodge in place when it closed, but I was distracted by the disheveled state of the room and rushed inside. Works in operations, right? Always on about her stories. Wish I had time to watch serials and read all day. Well, that's about everything I know about everything. Let you be on your way. On your way out, try not to be liquefied and subsequently devoured. May all your theories prove true.
Gather around the receiver with your neighbors. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless, your trusted source for wholesome melodies and inspiring...
Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it throughout the day. Human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm, benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all.
Factor's been in there a while now. Perhaps this conundrum is approaching a solution.
Long ago, the matriarch devised the paradigm plan to support a bounteous life.
Something about that Alva doesn't square. And she called me sad. I'm not sad. Just for the record.
Respecting one's elders is considered good manners in most colonies. Exceptions may be made for violent offenders.
Incroyable. Yo. La gaming zone en forme ou quoi? Bienvenue. Au calme. J'ai fait Ninja Gaiden juste avant. Il y a quelques jours et je me suis dit je vais tester Outer World en vrai. Il est quand même bien différent du premier. Merci pour le follow. T'as fait le game ou quoi? Ramasser des craboïdes pour 100. Clé de contournement. À Ninja Gaiden, je me suis rigolé comme... Ah, t'as pas accroché. Ouais, après, c'est vrai que c'est... Bon, c'est beat 'em up, quoi. Hein, c'est... On va dire que tu spams 2-3 touches. Et du ziranium, ok. Bon, après, c'est sûr, il faut aimer... Il faut aimer le genre, en vrai, je pense que ça reste un jeu de niche quand même par rapport à... Par rapport aux autres titres qui sont sortis en vrai. Je passe là-bas. Je suis crevé si je passe là, non? Eh ouais. C'était sûr, ça. Et je me suis dit, je vais au bout de la passerelle, je saute. Ouais, ça suit pas vraiment. En fait, tu sais, t'as plein d'embranchements dans la Outer World. T'as des choix différents, tu sais, t'as plusieurs factions. Donc ça n'a pas d'importance, mais par contre, il est quand même différent du premier, genre... Là, je trouve les zones, elles sont un peu plus ouvertes, tu vois. Tu peux explorer... Le premier, il est plus linéaire, tu vois. Donc ça dépend. Moi, je préfère, tu vois, quand c'est un peu plus linéaire, parce que je fais plein de jeux, en vrai. Mais là, on va dire que c'est un peu plus libre, quoi. Après, j'aime bien l'ambiance, hein, la Bioshock, un peu. Il est pas dans le Game Pass ? Comment je peux passer, là ? Ah ouais, je peux passer là. Non, rien à voir. J'ai pas regardé, tu vois, mais pour l'instant, dès le début du jeu, là, j'en ai 3, là. J'ai pas de bêtises. Mais les zones sont quand même assez vastes. Je peux pas ouvrir la map monde là. Zoom, échappe. Je peux pas regarder, il y avait combien de planètes. J'ai fait une mission. T'as celle de départ, tac, une mission, je crois là, j'ai 3 planètes là pour l'instant. Regarde les quêtes. Les quêtes, j'ai déjà débloqué. Bon, j'ai terminé ça. J'en ai raté 3 là. Ça, c'est les quêtes de... des persos qui t'accompagnent. Après, t'as mission secondaire, mission principale. Mais le nombre de planètes, j'ai pas de check. Après, c'est un peu comme dans Starfield, tu sais, tu navigues pas vraiment avec le vaisseau. Tu montes dans le vaisseau, tu te TP sur une autre planète, quoi. Bon, je peux pas... Ah, par là. Aveugleman. Voilà. Porte. Ah non, même pas. Incroyable. Observer. Évacuer les anions. En plus, je trouve que les... c'est un peu plus genre enquête, tu vois, que le premier. Incroyable. Je peux pas l'inspecter, lui? On revient au start, là? Ok, donc j'ai rien trouvé ici, hein. Donc c'est qui a saboté là? C'est qui a saboté toute la zone là? Je peux rentrer par là ou pas? Ah non, j'ai pas assez de... d'ingénierie ou de points de crochetage.
Or specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios based on probable results of your investigation.
Je vais me faire la loi, marre d'être gentil pour des... Ah, de toute façon, ouais, tu te fais trahir en permanence, hein. Vous connaissez l'ordre, toujours effectuer des calculs. Ouais, donc je sais pas là. Quelqu'un a programmé les coordonnées au lancement, outrepasser le seuil de tolérance. Venons-en au fait. Je pense qu'on vous appuie.
That you found evidence that the coordinates were rerouted is definitely something. Would be an odd step for Alva here to take. Except perhaps to throw blame elsewhere.
I admit I had the knowledge to cause the leak, but not the authorization. Svoboda has clearance.
Je sais pas si c'est elle en vrai là.
I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party. So I'm coming out now. She's going to tell me who she's working with. Then I'm going to kill her.
Wait a minute. You're going to what? Our investigation, it's unfinished. And you're an initiate. What are you talking about?
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, you were helping identify my target. I'd advise you dears to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her action.
Stave off wear and tear with your regular allotment libation to imbibe in celebration of daily service.
Yes, I concur.
Eh ouais, là, elle nous fait tourner en rond, là, en vrai, là.
You are far more capable than some back manufactory button pusher.
Le premier PNJ qui me fait chier, je le tue, je le découpe et je le jette dans sa... En vrai, les armes au corps à corps, elles font mal, hein. Le petit pistolet, là, qui te file dans le pack de luxe, il casse des bouches aussi, hein.
Wait. It is you, isn't it? The one they called the endpoint.
Mais c'est vrai que là, franchement, il y a quand même pas mal de... Je m'attendais pas, tu vois, à ce qu'il y ait autant de choix imbriqués. Parce que dans la 1, je trouve, c'était vite fait, en vrai. Alors que là, c'est l'enquête, là. Hein. Ce groupe n'était qu'une fable.
I arrived decades ago to lie low after a difficult assignment. More than that, I have nothing to speak on at present.
The rumors about your department. They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved disappeared. If there are any hints of truth to that, I find it severely at odds with order tenets for balancing efficiency with humanity.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid. Perhaps you shouldn't. My earlier endeavors were often disconcerting. But the truth remains. Whatever is happening here, I'm not involved.
C'est vrai que l'autre, on l'a pas interrogé. Hein.
Standing right and have been here for years. It's all much to digest. I suspect your methods are...
Ah ouais, tu vas le faire en mode infiltration.
And I fear your intentions for Proctor's Svoboda.
Je soupçonne que vos méthodes sont différentes des miennes. Ah, j'ai pas assez de persuasion.
It's sweet that you think you can stop me, but I'll elucidate this for you. At this point, you'll either need to trust me or back that worm Svoboda. That ridiculous little functionary upended my existence. For 20 years, I was Alpha. It wasn't a good life I had here, but it was quiet. It was mine. It wasn't hers to take.
This would mean standing against a member of the Order. A mid-ranking one, at that.
You're listening to Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. Fellow subjects, pardon my momentary pontification on the subject of jealousy. It is an alien concept for us.
I'm afraid the two of you are forcing my hand here.
You
Ah ouais, le... C'est quoi ce bordel là? Bah, c'est ce que j'ai essayé de faire, tu vois, mais j'ai pas monté. Il me manquait 2 points là.
Emergency protocol syringes working.
Voilà, l'enquête, elle est bouclée. Pochetage, piratage, ingénierie. Ouais, j'avoue, si tu joues en infiltration, ouvre les portes, désactive les pièges.
Here's a song for you to enjoy. While you solemnly reflect on your sworn duty to our idyllic society.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just stay put.
Advancing for an idea.
In the vicinity.
Ah ouais, c'est là-bas. Invocation. Attends, mais comment je fais pour aller là-haut, là? L'enfer. Ouais, c'est stylé, hein, l'open world, tu vois, par rapport au premier, rien à voir. C'est juste la carte de la région, là. Et Bah, j'ai fait, pour l'instant, j'ai fait trois zones. Donc c'est quand même assez vaste parce qu'il y a de la verticalité vu que tu as des entrepôts, tu vois, avec des souterrains comme là, hein, là où on était là. Après, ça reste quand même un jeu bien produit quand même. Hein. Le son, les dialogues. Bon, c'est sûr que... C'est vrai qu'il y a beaucoup de jeux maintenant, mais... Pour moi, je dirais... Bon, là, j'ai pas fini, tu vois, mais je pense 7 sur 10, tu vois. Après, tout dépend comment tu... dépend ce que tu recherches, hein. Tout dépend ce que tu recherches, mais c'est vrai que moi, je passe un bon moment, en vrai. Sans le saigner, tu vois, juste faire la trame principale. Hop, je déclenche le générique de fin, puis après, je mets un autre game. Et tu vois, je crois que je suis arrivé là. Mon vaisseau, je crois, il est en hauteur. Je sais plus s'il est là-haut ou là-bas, là. Broadcasting reassuring programming.
Protectorate sanctioned wireless. Friends and neighbors, we want for nothing. All of us. The Protectorate protects. The Protectorate provides. Consider our automech harvesters in the outskirts of Guardian Estates.
Faut que j'aille voir lui là. Je vais voir lui en vrai, je crois.
Sleep soundly, knowing these contraptions are under our complete control, keeping our bellies full. None have been commandeered by desperate rapscallions.
Ah ouais, t'es en mode platine, bah t'as de quoi faire, hein. Ah, j'avoue que quand tu platines... Sur quoi du coup? Sur Steam? Quand une fois que t'as pris l'habitude, que t'as des scores, t'as l'habitude de farmer les trophées, ça fait tâche après si t'as un jeu où il est pas fini. Ah ouais, sur la Xbox. Ouais, donc encore plus là, puisque là c'est ton compte... Si c'est un compte que t'as depuis 10 ans ou... C'est stylé, hein. Ah, je suis tombé sur une mine là. Ah, Red Dead 2 c'était pas mal, hein. En fait Red Dead 2 j'ai beaucoup aimé la première partie. Avec Arthur Morgan, tu vois. Mais j'ai moins aimé la deuxième partie en vrai. Bon, du coup, ça, tu penses quoi des Xbox là avec les dernières annonces là? Ils font n'importe quoi, non? Ils communiquent n'importe comment là. Je sais pas ce qu'ils veulent faire en vrai. C'est dommage, hein. Parce que c'était pas mal avec le Game Pass au début là. Ça envoyait du lourd, hein. Moi, je me suis abonné pendant un moment au Game Pass. Hein. Dommage. Je sais pas pourquoi. Je sais pas ce qui leur prend en vrai. Ils ont acheté plein de studios. Ils ont sorti quand même des bons jeux là. Bon, Ninja Gaiden c'était pas mal, mais ils ont fait quand même, ils ont sorti des titres quoi. Après j'ai l'impression qu'ils communiquent pas, tu vois, sur leur. Par exemple The Keeper, tu vois. The Keeper, je me suis régalé comme jamais. 10 sur 10. Je m'attendais pas à ça avec le le phare.
Did that blast give me a dunder? Or is some damn stranger walking into my area of operation right after we've been attacked? You got any reason I oughtn't have you shot?
Ouais, t'as raison en vrai. Franchement, t'as raison. Ouais. Surtout sur console.
Oh, what? Is that like some kind of contractor? Are you looking for a job? Because I have neither the requisite paperwork nor the time to fill it out. Go hustle somewhere
En plus, tu peux toujours les revendre, tu vois. Aussi, je regrette l'époque des, tu sais, avec les livrets, tu vois, à l'ancienne. C'était stylé, tu vois, les boîtes avec les livrets. Ah, c'est vrai que, ouais.
Huh. Interesting. Did he say who he thinks did hit us? Not that it matters, I suppose. Not like we can.
Ah, tu te fais une collection de full set ou quoi?
So what?
Après, c'est un sacré défi, un full set, ouais. Un sacré défi en vrai. Moi, sur Switch, j'ai. Il y a que les jeux Switch que j'ai achetés en boîte. J'en ai une cinquantaine max, tu vois, mais je suis pas collectionneur, quoi. Mais j'aime bien, tu vois, les petites cartouches. Je trouve ça mignon, en vrai. Petites cartouches. Tu mets le jeu, ça charge instant. Après, c'est vrai que, ouais, j'aurais préféré l'époque des livrets, en vrai. Avec le livret dedans, c'était stylé, quand même. T'avais quelques artworks. Ouais, c'est sûr que c'est fini tout ça. Après, c'est un vrai défi hein, de faire un full set. T'as vu le nombre de jeux? Je pense qu'il n'y en a pas beaucoup hein, qui ont des full sets. Hein. Chaque pièce, chaque jeu qui est sorti. Genre un full set. Il y a quand même des jeux, hein, même sur Xbox, il y a quand même la dose. Hein.
An offer for transaction. Now you're talking my language. Didn't reckon you were someone sympathetic to our ways. It just so happens we might be able to trade services. Normally I wouldn't admit this kind of weakness.
Anti-choice.
But I'm really in the squeeze, and you might be useful. Lately my luck's been right miserable. I got enemy sneak attacks. I got grunts murdering each other. I got unsanctioned power struggles. And it all risks reflecting badly on me.
What's up next? Another beauteous melody granted by the grace of the sovereign.
When the outside tries its best to disrupt.
Dernièrement. Je l'aide ou je l'aide pas lui?
You cut down the number of issues that are vexing me, and I'll send you word of peace and harmony up the chain. What's good for me is good for you. See? Quid pro quo. Or, if all that sounds like too much work for you, there are other ways to curry my favor. Make me believe your good intentions. Encourage me to take your side.
Après, il y a des jeux, ça passe bien en copain, mais... En fait, t'as vu les dialogues, là? Moi, je trouve le problème, tu vois, dans les jeux... Après, ça dépend du groupe, en vrai. Mais je trouve le problème, c'est que chacun avance à son rythme. Tu vois ce que je veux dire? T'en as, ils vont aller vite, de fou. Tu vois, moi, je suis lent. Mais en tout cas, ouais, il y a du... Il y a du potentiel. Après... Optos. Corrupteur. Je l'ai corrompu, là. Comme par hasard, le mec, il disait non à tout. Corruption, et tout d'un coup, tout se débloque. Comme par hasard. C'est incroyable, ça. Tout est bloqué, tu sors de la thune. Oh, bah, finalement... Ah, finalement, c'est bon. À l'ambiance, ils ont roxé. Hein. Après, Obsidian, voilà, quand même. Bon, c'est peut-être plus les anciens, tu vois, mais ça reste... c'est des studios réputés, quand même. Il y a une sacrée ambiance, quand même. Ça me fait penser à BioShock, en vrai. Enfin, j'aurais kiffé un BioShock, là. Ça fait longtemps. Un bon BioShock, là... Bon, je vais là-bas. Ouais, je peux pas me TP, hein. The paradigm made it.
Allowing for radical realignment of the system. So join your neighbors now in wanton merriment to commemorate the staggering loss of life.
Dans l'autre sens.
The hated town stolen from us by Auntie's choice malcontents lies in ruins after our courageous agents sent the Vox relay station crashing down upon it. Another great protectorate victory whose outcome was always assured.
And now this.
The following song was composed, performed, and recorded under the explicit direction of the sovereign, and as such reflects his excessive...
Je sais plus comment on change la radio, là. J'ai 3 radios pour l'instant. J'ai testé ce jeu en mode très difficile, car pour le platine, pas le choix. Ah là, c'est sacré défi, hein, tu vas le faire en... ultra hardcore. Freelancer. Bon courage, mon gars, bon courage. Je pense que la nouvelle Xbox, ils vont envoyer du... Ils vont envoyer du lourd, là. Ah. J'ai sauté dans la potion magique là. Cable biological. Les automechas. Les automechas sont vulnérables aux dégâts électriques. Ce qui fait que leurs effets secondaires s'accumulent. Ok, donc faut pas que je passe par là. Hein. Faut que je passe par la route, je pense. Hein, j'ai pas le choix. Là, j'ai une rivière. Ou alors je contourne là-bas. Ah, là, j'ai fait un sursaut là, comme jamais là. Quel enfer.
Take care of him, Commander.
Wonder what we'll find in here. Apart from cultists, most likely.
Mais comment je passe là?
You've never bested me without subterfuge! Unhand me, and I'll show you how a true acolyte fights!
Apparemment, ils sont pas là pour nous faire des bisous là.
You had my back.
Every component is vital. Each of us is real. Peak efficacy.
Resuming hostilities.
Duty gives us purpose. It's an immense responsibility. Luckily, it's a shared one. We all rely upon each other to discern if we're lagging, or our zeal seems lacking, or just if we're off somehow. Even the slightest drop in performance in such an intricately designed system can have great ramifications down the line. So remember, to inform on your neighbor is a blessing. A quick mental tune-up is occasionally
Incroyable, j'ai la carte.
She sounds pleasant.
Ah.
There best be a stiff bottle waiting for me if I ever manage to make it out of this barrel.
Handling Zeranium without proper safety equipment is likely to result.
Elle est enfermée dans les chiottes, je crois. Enfermée dans les chiottes, mon gars. Et s'est mis du ziranium dans les fesses. Bon, je le laisse avec ses burnes brûlées, hein. Ah, je suis pas sorti du bon côté là. Ok, t'es au laboratoire. Da, 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 da. Comment on rentre dans son labo là?
Fulfilling your protectorate duty shouldn't get in the way of 3 nourishful meals a day. Seek instant sustenance with prestige borscht loaf. Only the purest natural ingredients, congealed into an appealing loaf shape. So it's ready to eat, with or without heat. Prestige borscht loaf. It's contentment in a can.
Such perfect products, the envy of our rivals. But let's not gloat. More music to aid in your earnest rumination of portentous societal responsibilities.
Pas par là. Ah, c'est là. Incroyable. Les mines de l'Emoria. Non, c'est pas là. Examiner. Enfin libre, j'ai enfin trouvé le courage d'arracher les griffes de Tati de mon dos. Ok. Donc c'est pas là. Lampe tripique, 94 de dégâts. Ok, donc ça doit être au fond en vrai le passage. Warning liquide zéranium. Ah, lui, il a passé un sale quart d'heure. Hein. Il y a du sang dans toute la pièce.
It's fine. Others have been assigned that field of vision. This is the most efficient method of defense. Architect, they're getting closer. Perhaps I'm taking my orders too literally. I'll just peek. No. Trust in the equation.
Un sprat.
In those greater than I in the order.
Ah, la taille du ratas, bordel. C'est bon, je suis au bon endroit. Oh, c'est incroyable, hein. Bon, c'est ouais, c'est vraiment du... C'est Bioshock 4 en vrai. Faites le fion. Oh, c'est quoi ça? Ah oui, il y a un passage là. Incroyable. Ok, tab. Je peux améliorer le dialogue. Je peux en prendre... Non. The presented better.
Please watch your step.
What?
We can hear those wriggly little grub fingers of yours. Bring them close so we can chop them off.
Apparemment, il est énervé le type là. Moi je sais c'est laquelle la bonne alimentation là. On allume tout. Les commandes ci-dessous servent à effectuer un verrouillage d'urgence. Commencez par prendre toutes les précautions nécessaires et notez que l'activation de plus de 3 interrupteurs causera une surcharge du système. Ah ouais, bah voilà. Moi je sais c'est lequel le bon.
Cubed divided by the standard rate of fluid flow, and then you multiply by is it 30 or oh, hello.
Prevention is the best cure. In the future, please avoid collision with high-speed projectiles.
I was unaware that Victor, that is Archivist Clemens, requested aid. Did he? I hope you're here to help regardless.
C'est tous des mythos en vrai. Allez, je la soigne.
Architect's mercy, thank you. It is so much easier to be polite when I needn't fear all of my bones sliding out of my body. Oh, dear archivist Clemens has been so strange lately.
Ah, donc c'est lui qu'on entendait là, l'archiviste là, avec sa voix de tueur en série.
Much worse.
Our hero courageously withstood the materialistic temptations and nauseating crab-witch stench of Auntie's barbaric brand loyalizer machine.
He's deeper in the facility, working on something he deemed to be of the utmost importance. Either he is still below, continuing said work, or he is quite dead. And with all those cultists gallivanting about, I don't fancy his odds.
Now Auntie's choice and the order are in
3 days ago, the range was inundated with fiends. Cultists, I believe. I am unaware if they're immensely foolhardy or simply
Incroyable.
shortage of destruction. I've seen few firsthand, but that isn't because they've gone. Rather, I believe they have become visibility deficient.
Not hostility. Lower your weapons.
You can attempt such, but if my current state is any indication, the cultists are unlikely to be sporting.
Je vais m'occuper des francs-maçons là, ne vous inquiétez pas. Je vais m'occuper d'eux.
I can only theorize that their visual forms were sent out of phase when they haphazardly tampered with pressurized N-rays. It's a shame the facility is in shambles. Leave an N-ray scanner device that may render the cultists far easier for one to locate.
of our morally bankrupt society.
Impossible. But we predicted with 47%
The scanner is an optical device designed to detect electrical signals and the N-rays given off by all living beings. Visible or not, the cultists...
Ah ouais, ils sont furtifs en vrai.
It was stored nearby. But with the damage to the facility, you'll likely need to use the maintenance vent on the wall there behind the screen to get anywhere near it. I appreciate your aid. I'm going to wait here and try to prevent my wounds from reopening.
Protectorate, where all needs are met, where the sovereign in his benevolence cares for all.
Lies. I am too far indoctrinated
Scellé.
in the chaos of the order and their grand plan.
Not true. Return with
Ain't nothing there.
Your family must come too, just to be thorough. We will cure you of these confused thoughts, your wanton overthinking.
I shall never return to the Protectorate.
Once again, you fell your former companion in one well-nourished punch. Huzzah, I say.
Red Cloak, you have undermined our carefully calculated plans. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. We theorized our grand plan was greater than the paradigm. Yet it is clearly...
Qu'est-ce qui se passe ici là?
We see the error in our calculations. We would serve the sovereign again, if you allow it.
Gladly.
Il y a un mort à ma gauche.
Forgiving man who loves all of his subjects.
We base individualists in Auntie's choice are ready to break free from the shackles of consumerism, to join you in the perfect life of abundance.
Then return with me, new corporate neighbors and former traitorous order colleagues.
Look there, on the counter. Reckon it's the N-ray scanner that scientist was on about.
Corporate anthem.
Incroyable, on a le scanner. Activer le gadget.
Carry Dunning's unconscious form. Let us all be mentally refreshed. To cease your troubled thoughts. For the sovereign. For Arcadia, our home.
Ah ouais, ils sont là.
And so, Red Cloak concludes another successful and inspiring mission, turning
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander.
Where uncertainty festers, she roots it out. Where there is questioning talk, she will be listening. And where a seditious turncoat needs a well-nourished punch, she will be there. Her sentinel senses ever keen, the eyes of the sovereign, watching you, your neighbors, your household pets, ensuring all subjects live in perfection.
C'est quoi ce bordel là? Passer par là.
I appreciate your help. Dying makes it so difficult to see the results of your theses. You can use it to see the wires
J'ai trouvé son scanner.
to the nearest override panel. Try not to electrocute yourself. I appreciate your aid. I'm going to wait here and try to prevent my wounds from reopening.
Je vais fermer. Le scanner à rayon permet de voir les câbles. Ah ouais! Mais c'est lequel du coup pour la porte là? Ah oui, là. Là. Tac, tac, tac. Ah ouais, d'accord, c'est je vois là. La porte s'est ouverte normalement. Non? Tout en bas. Avant-dernier. Dernier. Tout en bas. Avant-dernier. Dernier. Voilà.
You've opened the way forward. Very good work.
Ok, là-bas il y a un ascenseur. Bah c'est fermé.
You cannot remain here. Complication after complication befalls this facility, and death stalks its halls. It was all well and good to end those cultists' suffering.
Ah, voilà enfin l'archiviste.
The barest tip of the danger present in this facility. I implore you to depart. I have nothing to say.
T'as rien à dire?
You're here to stop me. But if I'm stopped, the consequences will be exponential. Oh, I don't expect people like you or Augustine to understand. My work is humane and must be finished. All else is secondary. You must remove yourself from the range. I don't want your blood on my hands, but I will spill it if you force me. No, don't you understand? If my work is forestalled in any way, so many more will suffer. And I am already much too far behind. I have been forced to enact measures for self-defense in the wake of these cultists. They will serve just as effectively against you. I beg you, leave immediately. Remain and you will assuredly suffer a violent demise.
Ah ouais, il veut pas...
Now let's admire these commendable comestibles. Nothing reins in restless thoughts like a healthy attachment to an addictive substance. Make yours the routine inhalement of Security Gotham cigarettes. Their smooth draw and sedating aftertaste sends impure thoughts up in smoke. Security Gotham cigarettes, because smoking is not thought-provoking. Intriguing items engagingly described. What's up next? Long ago, the matriarch...
I appreciate your help. Dying makes it so difficult to see the results of your theses.
Subjects, from the tender fillet in your latest meal, down to this exquisite next song.
No target.
Victor, I fully understand the importance of your work. This is exactly why I push you so. Your moral justifications for delaying your delivery are misguided.
Elle, la terroriste là.
What matter is it if their ends come in 1 minute or 3? If you seek to be humane in your duties, fine. So long as I get the explosives in time. But if we fail to act, the order will be lost forever. Collateral damage was always inevitable, Victor. You knew this. And the longer you take in your laboratory, the greater your risk of being caught becomes. If that happens, you know what must be done. But I should remind you that such a failure will result in vastly more suffering for all parties involved. We need those explosives now, Victor. Let's finish this.
Protectorate-sanctioned wireless presents I, Red Cloak, the reassuring adventures of a mysterious sentinel who roots out the rot of dangerous thought. I, Red Cloak. Her sentinel senses ever keen, the eyes of the sovereign, watching you.
Evangelist killing fool who has isolated you from him. How dare you hamper my ascension with your distantness?
I, Red Cloak. Our hero. precious perfect community or your sovereign
Ah, je peux pas l'observer.
such before we flip on the loyalizer, Red Cloak?
Nothing appropriate to say in front of the younger neighbors.
Younger neighbors? What gibberish are you spouting?
We in the Protectorate speak as if everyone is listening, everywhere and always, from our zealous rug sprats up to our benevolent sovereign himself.
Well, this ought to change your tune. Lower managers, activate the brand loyalizer.
Unfriendly in combat range.
I feel like she should be screaming. The machine is operational, right?
Wait, are you asking me?
The loyalizer should be interposing your motivationators, churning up your base emotions, resurfacing deep-rooted disease. You should be smarting something fierce right now. Increase the loyalizer setting to 510%.
Look at the sad little sprat in his corrugated metal cage.
Not friendly platform detected. Entering a conflict.
Spirited facade.
No, not the pain. The crab witch.
You, friend of friends, are a greater ally than any number of fellow scienticians. I hardly believe my eyes. I didn't think I would be leaving this room with all of my innards within. I see you possess our N-ray scanner. Ooh, ingenious device. If I'd had it, I may have evaded being trapped here. Oh, I shouldn't have had to worry. Damn that Victor and damn his hubris. Fitting that his experiment would cause so much strife, that he would be untouched by the ensuing pandemonium.
That's impossible. It was supposed.
Que s'est-il passé avec l'expérience de Victor?
It's been an eventful day. I don't know the specifics, only that Victor was performing a procedure utilizing processed N-rays. When those cultists flooded the range, they damaged the N-ray canisters. In the ensuing chaos, Victor's experiment was destroyed. I know some cultists were killed, but many more still live, moving unseen through the range.
Already has everything.
Because he refused to follow procedure. He didn't take an assistant or allow anyone
You refuse to follow procedure.
to oblivion. What a waste. There's no such thing as invisibility. The cultists are out of phase. Also, I strongly recommend against exposing yourself to processed N-rays. Most of the cultists died immediately upon exposure, and according to past experiments, those that haven't are experiencing accelerated organ liquefaction. But if you're not attached to the solid state of your organs, I suppose it might be nice to be less visible for a few hours.
It's a real win-win. Big payday for Auntie's choice, while the Order gets to study Red Cloak. See the effects of abundance on a human brain unaddled by want or overthinking.
The deal is off. Red Cloak's resistance to the loyalizer.
Although it requires further investigation and experimentation, out of phase refers to a shift in the dimensional presence of these cultists. They are physically here, but only partially, hence their unseen state. It's fascinating. But the outstanding fear for my life has made it difficult to think scientifically. Oh, believe me, this is more excitement than I ever wanted. I shall.
Ok, on lui a sauvé la life.
Times acceleration equals force equals 2 minus 2 minus 2 plus 2. Oh no. No, no, no. I will not let you drag me back to Eden, Red Cloak. Any of your new anti-pals makes a move, you get it right between the eyes.
And so Red Cloak finds herself staring down a gun barrel brandished by her traitorous former partner, who finds himself staring down the barrels of Red Cloak's new corporate allies. Will Red Cloak defuse this standoff between Anti and the Order? Expect the expected in the finale episode of I, Red Cloak. It's obligatory listening wireless entertainment.
Consider me uplifted. Let's see what's next. Next up, music to invigorate your mind, so you can serve
Je peux le fabriquer, ça?
at a brisk pace with a true adherence zeal.
Incroyable. Tâche quotidienne. Terminal de laboratoire de recherche des rayons N. Purger les réserves de sous-produits de rayons N, consigner la progression de l'expérience, vérifier les conteneurs de confinement à rayons N infusés. Remarque, l'exposition à des rayons N infusés n'a pas été testée. En cas de conteneur endommagé, évacuer les lieux. Expérience en cours. Incroyable. Ah ouais, il y a une... C'est un explosif. Putain, je peux rien désarmer là.
The sovereign is personally invested in every member of the protectorate being happy and healthy.
So we can all do our part under the paradigm's perfect plan for society and ensure a glorious bounty for all.
You wouldn't want to let him down, would you? Such as by ingesting any forbidden Auntie's Choice brand food items?
You might not know it, but prohibited products like Purple Berry Crunch are a gateway to the collapse of society.
Sugar is the definition of selfishness and decadence.
Preservatives are synonymous with avarice and evil.
So ignore the sinful side.
Incroyable.
Auntie's Choice product advertising.
Petit passage dans le mur.
From the bounty of Arcadia. Stay fit, sustain the system, serve the sovereign.
It's not only common sense, it's your sworn duty.
Now on to other matters. As Eden offers a plenitude of natural resources, our station presents
Henry's discerned. This unit is in need of assistance.
like this one.
You. My entreaties were never going to pierce your stubborn will. Not when we spoke before, not when you reached my traps. I should have guessed. There is but one option left to me. To save Arcadia, to ensure the future, we must both die.
Je comprends pourquoi l'archiviste Stramel se méfiait de vous.
I was warned that you would attempt to. You would use subterfuge to sway me. I cannot allow this. I cannot allow our efforts to be in vain. If DeVries does not receive my explosive, she will resort to a violent assault. Many will die, pointlessly, and in agony. I can at least deliver them an instant, painless death. I thought this explosive vest would be an unnecessary precaution. All I can hope is that by blasting us both from the field of play, the order shall find its way to truth.
Après que vous étiez un scientifique.
Want has nothing to do with it. I have very specific instructions on how to proceed in the face of contingencies such as yourself. And you cannot possibly understand whether I am or am not capable of martyrdom. You do not know my depth of character. At the end of all things, my decisions were predestined. I am not at liberty to divulge the reasoning behind my actions. You're not with the Order. You cannot understand why this would be. Could I explain, the words would be lost on you. Your verbiage does not conceal the gaps in your knowledge. But the presiding bishop has taught us that ignorance is not a punishable sin. If the order is not prevented from reaching its
Oui, c'est un franc-maçon, lui. Avec son ordre, là.
scientific uncertainty and any associated suffering will end.
And every subject ensures a glorious bounty for all.
If what you say is true, then you have my tentative thanks. However, scientific certainty would absolutely have prevented that from happening. We would have predicted it. DeVries opened my eyes. The Order is on the path to absolute truth. And if they are not interrupted, this truth can be pursued. The one right path for humanity revealed to us. Politics cannot bind us. Uncertainty cannot strangle. And no one can be allowed to waltz in and hurl our plans into disarray.
You're what fuels our mighty flame. We share successes and failures, even when you're to blame.
What? How do you not understand the present situation? What coward would strap an explosive device to himself? That's not all this. Helping DeVries, completing the work on my explosives is important. It matters. DeVries agrees.
It is here that we thrive. It's out
Augustine couldn't have done such a thing. She was on a secret mission at the time.
It's only then that we prevail.
I don't wish to believe you, but this, what you're saying, has the ring of truth to it. I've been a fool, going along with this farce. But it stops now. My relationship with Augustine is at an end.
Bon, il veut pas lâcher sa bombe, là?
I appreciate your consideration. Things could have been very different had your cooler head not prevailed. I found a way to, via the use of processed N-rays, send objects out of phase. It was inconsistent, but I was close to isolating the procedure. DeVries needed explosives for her plan. By making them unseen, the explosives could be placed as efficiently as possible. No one would be maimed or injured, just killed. Saying that out loud now, it sounds unreal. But somehow, I convinced myself that leaving no survivors was more humane.
It's not just a good idea.
It's a shame I can't speak to it.
Same.
Music for protectorate subjects. It's your due, because our way is superior to others.
Here, it is the key to my quarters. Take whatever you find. That will ensure that I cannot use any of it to further DeVries' aims, even if I wanted to. You've certainly convinced me I cannot remain here. May we meet again, when the paths of our lives...
Bon, au moins il a pas tout fait sauter. C'est déjà ça. C'est où sa cabine? Ah ouais, j'aurais pu passer par là aussi.
My fellow loyalists, it is time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days.
C'est lui le traître.
Our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
That snake. You think the abbot's involved too? If he ain't, he's in for a rude awakening. We should get ourselves back to the monastery.
They're deep in enemy territory. Now she has been whisked to Auntie's Choice headquarters, with only her keen sentinel wits to save her. Thrilled to her unflagging zeal in episode 2, the customer is always dead. Welcome to Auntie's Choice head office, Red Cloak. I trust you are duly impressed.
What?
I said, welcome to Auntie's Choice head
Oui, ils veulent m'irradier là, ils sont fous ou quoi?
Better. How do you base individualists promote a sense of community when you can't monitor what each other is saying at all times?
You'll learn to appreciate our society and its obsession with cheap.
Il va pas donner la clé de son truc là?
Care for a package of Auntie's Choice Sprat Crisps while we wait?
I'd rather starve. Wait for what?
Why, for you to abandon your precious community, to put your silly paradigm in your rear display and embrace a lifestyle of wanton consumerism.
Ha! We'll be waiting an eternity.
Mission accomplie. Je pense que ça fait un bon live là de 3 heures.
I'll never turn my back on the sovereign. Our marketing experts predicted you would say that. Middle managers, bring out the brand loyalizer.
What is that barbaric contraption?
Think of it as our
Je retourne au vaisseau.
refreshment. Only it's 110% more effective and 120% cheaper to operate. Also has 130% more crab witch scent. 1 minute in the brand loyalizer and you'll emerge new and improved. Bowing down to the almighty bit, a needy, greedy, consummate consumer in our target market.
Whatever you're peddling, I'll never purchase.
Ah non, pas au vaisseau, à la matriarche plutôt.
I suppose a demonstration is in order. Lower manner.
If I measured every heartbeat and their electrical signals,
Sorry. Got some kind of tickle in my chest.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Incroyable.
Welcome. Have you come to bask?
Welcome.
Grand Architect, welcome back. I assume you're not here for that debate. Anything I can do to assist you?
J'ai quelques questions au sujet.
Illuminating the path to true erudition is an abbot's moral duty. Whatever I can tell you, I will. Rift worshippers spouting inane theories. They began showing up prior to the invasion. The first sign of dysfunction in the Protectorate always starts small, doesn't it? No updates on my side of things. Anything I can do to assist you? Yes, what have you discovered? No updates on my side of things. Anything I can do to assist you? Yes, what have you discovered? Well, praise the architect for small allowances. I'll speak with him. If you were able to talk him down, then hopefully his beliefs are not beyond curation. Welcome back. I assume you're not here for that debate. Anything I can do to assist you?
Je pense qu'il va le buter.
Yes, what have you discovered? Oh, you've lessened the load on my mind considerably. And you have the Order's gratitude. Any other updates? Huh? Wait, who? Why does that name sound so... Oh, hers was the office with the high attrition rate. Oh, that would explain it. I owe Svoboda an apology for blaming her management. No updates on my side of things. Anything I can do to assist you? Oh, of course. What would you like to discuss? Apart from providing them sustenance, shelter, and scientific ministry, you mean? Need I remind you, Arcadia is at war. This is what war looks like, I'm afraid. The Order is operating within a very reasonable framework to provide as much aid as it can. Alexandra Monastery is a place of sacred study, advancing our understanding of the plan. I haven't the wish to debate you on this any further. Please, let us move on to less controversial. Welcome back. Anything I can do to assist you? Oh, of course. What would you like to discuss? But we are No updates on my side of things. Anything I can do to assist you? Yes, what have you discovered?
Il faut que je fasse quoi là? Ah oui, le code conspirateur.
Have you beheld that new rifle up at the monastery? The Oracle?
The one Wiley designed, right? Uses a tracking algorithm, never misses. Sounds ambitious, even for him.
I'd give my tenure for an hour along with it.
Injuries detected. Please seek medical assistance prior to loss of consciousness. How may this unit assist you, Commander?
I have too much on my mind for idle numerical chit-chat.
How in the void were you able to call the lift? No, never mind. Best not to question a solved problem. A rogue faction has taken over the monastery. My seer, Seer Wiley, is trapped up there with other hostages of the Order. No, I've known Landon for years. You must be mistaken. If what you say is true, that is damning evidence indeed. But why would he do it? Align himself against the Order? Against a friend? That's a serious accusation. Why would I do such a thing? I can't discuss this right now. The monastery. The truth is, I held Wiley back. I kept him from advancing for my own selfish gains by spreading lies and false concern over his competence behind his back. But I needed him. I still need him. I'm not the savant he is, never have been. If he'd advanced beyond his current role, my deficiencies would have been made manifest.
Eh oui, c'est l'autre qui commande en vrai.
We really haven't the time to litigate this issue further. In case I didn't make it clear before, the monastery is currently in jeopardy. Peace talks? Yes, Ruth informed me, but how did you learn of them? No one outside a select circle are supposed to be aware they're happening. Representatives of Auntie's Choice and the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and possible collaboration. It's an unprecedented opportunity to shorten this war. I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operations. I wish I could offer more details than that.
And now, constructually compelling yet categorically veracious statements regarding...
But I'm afraid I won't be accompanying you. I can't be sure my presence wouldn't alter the outcome of your efforts in prodigious and unforeseen ways.
Above-average scienticians acknowledge the value of canter dust.
The uncountably best salt substitute from the Order of the Ascendant.
I have full confidence in your skills. You are an Earth Directorate agent, after all. For myself, I regret to say I'm a peacetime abbot. I was never meant to navigate a war. Once you reach the monastery, make your way to the observatory. If the conspirators are seeking the coordinates of the talks, no doubt their efforts will be concentrated there. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
Alexandra Monastery is now under the control of hostile forces. Normal operating hours are likely to change.
Ok, bah je vais sauvegarder là. Épisode Terminares. Merci de m'avoir suivi. Et à plus tard pour la suite. Ciao, ciao, ciao.